fucking play I've ever seen. And then after that, he had Ronaldo came back, and then they were working well together. And then I don't really know what happened because I kind of watch La Liga. I only really watch it whenever it's like two big teams playing. So like Real and Atletico are obviously El Clasico, but it seems like Bale didn't really help himself out though, because all the guys are trying to talk to him in Spanish, and he's like, I have no idea what you just said to me. And then there's a video of them on like a bus, or maybe it's the plane, and Marcelo says something to him in Spanish, and Bale is just kind of like sitting there, and Marcelo's like, do you not understand a word that I just said to you? And Bale was like, no, and it was 2 years later. So I don't think he's really helping himself out there either, because he's not really caring, which I don't necessarily blame him, because those Real Madrid fans suck. But
I think depending on how he plays, I think it depends on who the coach is. So I mean, I think if he does come here, and I think if all he gets in his ear and he's like, show them, what the fuck's up, I think he would.
And it would probably help, considering that Ryan Giggs is the national coach and has close ties with United. That if I'm sure Giggs would be going to United things and be like, hey, Gareth, like, show them what you got, because you do it for us all the fucking time for Wales, so just show out here. Which, honestly, if it came down to it and we didn't get Sancho this year, and then we got Bale for a year, and Bale fucking goes to fuck off, happens to go off this year, and then we end up getting Sancho, I'd be fine with that.
I'd honestly, at the moment, no, I'd like both of them, but at the moment, and it's back to the same thing I said, I think Sancho's, he's a young guy walking into a young squad.
Yeah.
I think Bale would be good for us for a year.
Yeah.
Because we're not getting Sancho.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting Sancho.
We're not getting Sancho. It's just, it would have happened by now.
Yeah, I agree.
And everything I've seen from Dortmund, they're like, no,
fuck
no
you.
Way,
yeah.
We have spoken.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been doing really good business and not selling the past 2 years. So I think they're actually trying to build something now. Because the players they brought in last year and the year before and this year are all like really good players.
Did they lose someone really, really good recently?
No. They brought Hummels back in. They brought in Brandt. They brought in Hazard.
They brought in
Holland.
No, dude, they definitely sold someone for a shit ton of money, and then they brought in Brandt, Hazard, and then another
Dembele. They sold Dembele to Barca.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, and then they bringing in Brandt for $25 million was a fucking deal, dude.
I think it was his last year on Leverkusen.
Oh, okay. Well then,
that's the only way.
Either way, still, that was a fucking steal, man.
I mean, he was that whole team for Leverkusen for years, but I think they're trying to build something. I think that's why they're reluctant to sell now.
I think they realized that everyone.
Didn't they do really bad after they sold Dembele? They were like down in the table.
Yeah, they went down to like 7th.
I don't think they like that. I think that's why they're trying to hold on now.
I think they're also pissed off still that everyone's using them as like a springboard club. Like everyone's using them but like that's what you've done. But the thing is, I guarantee you, if Bayern Munich could come in and said we want Sancho, all right, yeah, give us $50 million. Okay, yeah, deal. They just bend over for Bayern Munich like it's nothing. They did it for Gosa, did it for Hummels, did it for Lewandowski.
I think they still owe Bayern money though for bailing them out in the early 2000s.
Bayern bailed out Dortmund?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not fucking know that, dude.
Yeah,
Holy
so that's
shit.
Probably why.
Huh. Well, that changes everything. But still, like, Jesus Christ. You're literally just building up. Bayern then basically have two.
Yeah. In essence, yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Well, they got Hummels back, and which was at an odd time for Bayern to want to get rid of Hummels because Boateng, flew off. Yeah. Anyway, I think we give Sancho another year and then bring him in. He'll be cheaper then. There will be more incentive. It's been premeditated that he's coming here. He can show out until then. I think it's a buffer year for that.
I fucking hope it is. Because if Sancho goes somewhere else in the Prem,
no, I don't think he would.
It would suck.
Where else would he go?
I mean, if Mahrez goes to Real or Barca next year, because apparently there's links for that, he could go back to City. But I don't know if he'd want to go back to City. Because, I mean, Pep is the one who got rid of him, so... Or if Liverpool get rid of Mane or Salah, then he could go there. But I don't know if he'd want to go to Liverpool.
No, I can't see him going to Liverpool. No, I mean, I think Man U's the only destination for him.
Yeah.
I can't see him unless he wants to go to Madrid, but who does these days?
Yeah, Madrid are kind of same with Barcelona. The two big guys are fucking crashing and burning.
Well, Madrid's got this system where you loan people. They've always got stars on retainer.
Yeah.
Like at any point in time, they can call back. Yeah, Reguilon, they can call back Odegaard, they can call back Kubo, or Hakimi before they sold him. They just have a good charter system of, if we have old players, but we got these homies coming too.
And that's the thing. They don't even put them down to lower league teams. Like they put them to teams that compete in Europe.
Yeah.
That's fucking unreal.
And they're that good too. And this is where Barcelona fucked up, is that they
stop focusing on the youth.
They quit focusing on that Puig boy's lucky he's in the squad right now, because was it Cucurella, Rafinha and Thiago got dipped out early. A couple other players. Anyway, they just dip out their academy players and don't charter them how Real Madrid do. Or at least they tried to, and then the Barcelona players are like, dude, fuck it, we're not going to play next year. Iniesta was in the squad. I'm out.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, that golden generation kind of fucked Barcelona in the long run, for real.
Well, that's kind of what Real Madrid was doing. That Real Madrid does. They do the same thing. Holding on to players till they're 33 because they scored 20 goals last year. They're obviously fading.
Jovic. They just bought Jovic because he had a really good season, and then they did fuck all, and now they're trying to get rid of him again.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't even think it's Jovic. It's just it's how...
It's
what Bale can produce. Yeah, I know what you mean, but it's a bunch of players there who they cannot produce the same there that they could other places. Yeah. I think it's probably obviously a less personal club, Real Madrid. It's
I think Ramos is one of the only ones that's really stayed there his entire career. Yeah, I think Carvajal has as well. But yeah, I mean, what they did to Casillas was so fucked. They just basically were like, yeah, we don't fucking much anymore, so...
20 years, you can't save goals. Courtois is available.
Here's the door. But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this season, how even the transfer window ends up. But we've got 2 weeks left.
I think
3 weeks.
I want Tellez over Reguilon. I
haven't really watched either. I watched Reguilon in the Spain match last week, and he looked pretty good. And I watched Reguilon in the Europa League and he got that one goal, and I was like, holy shit. And then when I saw that we were in for him, I was like, damn, that would be a good pickup for 25 mil. But everyone talks about Tellez or however the fuck you say his name, and from what I understand, he's a really good left back, and in all honesty, if he's better than Luke Shaw, go for it.
He's dynamic too. He's kind of like if Reguilon was already a mature player. I mean, they play they're attacking fullbacks, but Tellez also has qualities where he could slide into the midfield also if he wanted to.
Gotcha.
He's as dynamic as that Guerrero guy on Dortmund.
Gotcha.
Where he can go left mid, center mid, left back. He's got that about him where he's a ball player.
I got you.
So that's kind of why I'd like Tellez a little bit more.
Yeah.
The dynamism.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Maybe this time next week when we're talking, we can have some updates.
Be tight, dude.